We got 6 people watching already.
We're losing!
Teamwork, guys. More teamwork.
They're burying us alive!
Well, shit.
Jeez, Louie.
Honey, don't you want to beat those bastards? In my book, we're going to be winners.
Listen, I ain't got nothing left inside. Cause you're training like a damn bum, you know that?
Screw them.
What are you doing? What are people doing?
Is this early access to?
Hey, let me tell you something, bro.
Get out there now and do the best you can.
All right, welcome. Episode 163 of the Bad Fodder Figures podcast. 163 on May 16th, Sunday night. How we doing, fellas?
Doing awesome.
Fantastic.
Doing awesome.
Fantastic. We are the first, well, yeah, probably the first and all vaccinated podcast. Congratulations.
Yes, sir.
Getting jabbed in the arm again this week, Matt. Feeling
Yeah.
okay? Feeling okay?
Yeah. I was tired yesterday. My arm hurt. I was tired yesterday, but besides that, feeling good, man. You know, I slept in yesterday more than normal, and
Yeah, you said you were sleeping until about 10:30.
yeah. Even Barb let me alone. She said, "Holy shit!" She even left the bedroom, let me sleep. So,
Oh.
yeah, I'm feeling great, happy. Everything went well, so you know, no extra eyes, no extra horns, no tail yet. So, you know, good so far.
I definitely felt shot number 2 more than one. Like within like a few minutes, I could feel it. Like I was a little wobbly, like lightheaded. I was thinking.
Yeah, I was lightheaded too.
I was thinking of taking a nap during the day, but Lynn had all sorts of crap for me to do. So,
Y'all all took the Pfizer or Moderna?
Pfizer.
Yeah, we all three took Pfizer. I took Pfizer also.
Team Pfizer.
Here we go.
Although some of us would like to be Team Cincinnati Bengals. Look at that fresh, crisp jersey, Matt. You want to show us off here? Look at this. Oh, look at that.
Nice.
Number 9. Oh, a little lower, please, sir.
Oh,
There we go.
this brand new Bengals announced it a couple weeks ago. I was first on the list to get the new jerseys. Nice, clean, crisp.
Now, what,
I love it.
Now, what pants are they wearing? Are they wearing white pants with those?
They've got
We're black.
they've got black and white pants. Okay, and they changed it. They changed the color scheme of the pants too. A little bit cleaner, a little bit simpler pattern.
So what you
But,
have
I
on
think-
there is the home jersey.
This is the alternate.
This is the
This is the alternate. The home jersey is still. Figure this in black with the stripes. Okay, this is the alternate, and then they have the another alternate in away, which is going to be white. Okay, the pure white with black stripes.
So what pants are worn with this alternate jersey again? What's the
With
main
this,
color?
the main color would be the black shirts with the white pants.
No.
This will go.
What I'm
This
trying
will
to
go with the white pants.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, white pants. That's gonna be a hell of a look.
Yeah, this will probably be the white pants that go with this one here. It could be the black also. So
Yeah,
at
they should do
points.
black pants with that one. That'll look good with black pants.
It'll probably be the white. I figure the majority with this jersey is going to be the white pants.
And that concludes the Cincinnati Bengals uni talk. Thanks for tuning in once again. Hell of a thing. I got the OLED guys up. If you notice, my eyes are gazing more towards the top because I have my 48-inch OLED that I'm sitting in front of.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
It didn't fall off the wall, did it?
No, because it's on a stand. It's not. I don't have it mounted.
He's not that brave.
Yeah. But yeah, I have like if you could see like HQ here, I have half the screen with this Streamlabs OBS, and the other half the screen is the planner. Right? I don't have to touch anything except the planner. And on my other monitor over here, I have the chat going. So,
And you love it, right? You
I
love
do.
the new OLED?
I do love it. I do. It's 120 hertz. We'll get into stuff I've been playing. The PC games. I haven't fired up too much yet, but just so far, everything just works, with the exception of today, which we'll get into in a minute as well. But other than that, it just fucking works. None of that like Samsung bullshit I had with those other monitors, where it was like a hybrid of like G-Sync and AMD. This just fucking worked right out of the chute. It looks beautiful. Very easy to set up. So definitely once the work gets done upstairs and I can redo that room, I will get what did Shonuff say last week? The C1 is the latest. I got the CX here, but the C1. Yeah, I got the C1 for upstairs. So we're going to do a little TV swap. So I have the previous model of this upstairs in the room that's getting redone. And that's going to bounce over to the main TV in the house. The current main TV in the house is going down the Cape for the basement. And then once that room gets done upstairs, by the end of summer, I'll get a new TV for that up there.
So what you're saying is that when Eric and I go to the Cape, we're getting secondhand goods.
We were
We're going
wrestling.
to be on this.
I was wrestling back and forth with that. I was like, how many times am I going to be down there? I'm going to buy this new TV, and I'm not going to be getting that much use out of it. So, yes, you'll be getting secondhand goods.
Well, secondhand is still that Samsung, and it's still legit. I mean, let's not sleep on. Don't sleep on it. It's still legit.
I gotta say, Eric, Mike, anything secondhand from you guys, I would take firsthand for goddamn sure. Okay, all right, just you guys are handing out TVs like candy, so I'll take one.
Yeah.
Speaking of candy and handing out things, the fucking guys came to do the work this week. So far, really efficient. Within 2 days, they had the whole pink kitchen, the in-law kitchen that was pink counters and pink floors and pink grout. I don't know who the fuck built that. They got rid of it all. They got rid of that all within a day. And I guess the previous contractor, to their benefit, did such a poor job with the floor that they thought they were going to have to cut the tile cutter, each one out individually. And they, but all of a sudden they started lifting up the floor, and it came out in this massive fucking chunk. And it was sweet. So that's how they were so ahead of the game. They didn't have to fucking cut the tile one at a time, follow the grout lines and shit like that.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Matt's giving me stink eye. I guess you know what I'm talking about.
No, I know what you're talking about, but I don't understand the whole cutting a tile one by one. So are you getting the money back then for that because they save time?
No, it just means it finishes quicker. I mean, the estimate right now is to finish by July 25th. So, we'll see.
How many times a week did they come in there?
They started on Wednesday. They were there Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Okay.
So, anyways, the floor came up in big chunks, tile.
Good.
And you could look underneath and you could see that whoever tiled it before did not spread it all around. And they said it looked like the stuff dried out on them or whatever. So,
oh, Jesus Christ.
yeah. So,
Well, that's good that you got it done.
they got it done, and they did such a good job. They put 2 new windows in, big picture windows in this sunroom. Now, if you're in my driveway and you come into the house, you come into the side of my house where you see the garage and you see the windows on the side of the house. So picture this big picture window on the left-hand side and then 2 windows going center to the right. So Lynn's outside looking at it, loving it. She comes inside, loving it. She's like, you know what? That window, when I look outside, that window all the way to the right would look so much better if it was a big picture window like that window all the way to the left.
Mm.
Yeah.
So add that to the list.
that is getting done because she wants it to look symmetrical. So there's not just one big picture window and then a window and a window. So there'll be 2 big picture windows and a window in the middle.
That makes sense. From what you just described, and that makes sense actually. Yeah, that would be a good idea to do.
Yeah, so that's getting done. The window's getting ordered. So,
and I mean, go outside, play baseball with the kids. Bat around those windows,
I could play baseball. I could play baseball all day with the kids outside. It'd be swing and miss. The high heat I'm throwing, swing and miss.
Oh wow!
So yes, lots of construction going on. I was thankful that the floor came right up, mostly because it cut down on a lot of the dust. They do have the big tarps up, and with the poles that hold the tarps in place, you know what I mean? So the dust doesn't spread throughout the house. But I was expecting like the floor to be rumbling and it shit came right up. So that was nice. What else we'll talk about? Matt.
Yo.
June 2nd. Great American Ballpark. You're underneath the stands. You got all the hot dog hustlers, the sausage slingers, the popcorn pushers, all lined up in front of you. They're ready to get back to work because America, goddamn it, is opening up again, and it's going to be fucking full capacity at Great American Ballpark. Give us your biggest rah-rah sell speech. What comes to mind here? What type of words of encouragement do you have for these guys and women?
Cold beer here. Cold beer. Get your cold beer here.
That's sell. Load up those hot dogs.
Sell it up, I suppose. Sell it up. Get the hot dogs ready. Get them buns steamed. Get the mustard warmed up and ready to go. I guess it's back to normal. That's what Governor DeWine says of June 2nd. Ohio is opened up, back up 100%. No mask mandates. All health orders listed, uplifted. So
how many tickets you buy? You buying some tickets?
No, I'm not. No, I mean I will get tickets from work maybe if they come out, but no, I will.
No.
Yeah.
I saw someone tweeted out just a while ago that only 7 states had less than 1,000 cases. Florida was up over 3,000 yesterday. Anyways, we're fully vaccinated, but I feel like I'm going to still keep my same method of operation going on over here. Mask when I'm out. And,
Yeah, I think there's going to be a resurgence because, there's still people who haven't been vaccinated, and I think it's going to come back to a degree. Yeah. Twitter.
Twitter is a wealth of information, right? And I saw this tweet the other day. Let me see if I quickly pull it up. And that's almost a euphemism of the tweet here. That 1 second here. Let me find it. About about people not getting vaccinated, but have gotten COVID. Have you heard some of the symptoms of getting COVID? So here it says COVID shrinks dicks, causes erectile dysfunction, lingers for months in penis tissue, and causes penis pain.
Wow.
So they should be broadcasting that more, and maybe some more of these gentlemen who don't want to get vaccinated will be going out and getting vaccinated. The technical term here said, our last preprint found 15% of men reported sexual dysfunction and others reported pain and decrease in genital size. So if I ever get divorced, right? So I have an excuse now. If I ever get divorced and I have another fine woman in bed with me and she's not impressed with the size, I go, I had COVID. That's a COVID dick.
Hey,
have you ever seen a COVID dick?
Matt.
COVID dick.
Hey, Matt, aren't they in Ohio? Aren't they like paying people to get vaccinated or something like that?
No, they're not paying,
like
but there is a lottery out. Starts this coming week.
How's that work? So if you get vaccinated and your lucky number, whatever, you get $1,000 or something. How's that work?
Yeah, so it's based on voter registration. Okay, if you're registered to vote, okay, they're going to draw names. Going to draw a name. Just say, hey, Matt Homer. Boom. You vaccinated? You got at least your one shot in? Say, fuck yeah, I got both shots in. You win $1 million.
What?
So they're giving out $5 million. 5 people.
Shut up. $5 million?
Yeah, 5 people get $1 million each, and then they're doing, I think, 5 young adults for full scholarship to Ohio State University.
Man,
Room and board, everything. If you're vaccinated,
I need to move.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah, what were the odds?
Yeah. I think what they said the other day, 1 in 947,000. It's better than the fucking Powerball.
Yeah, I take it.
That's better. I think for the scholarship, it's like 1 in 40,000 or something like that. They said.
I think Eric State needs to do that. Yeah.
Now how are they determining you to get into the raffle?
It's voter registered. As long as you're registered to vote.
Yeah.
Okay. As long as you're a registered voter, you're eligible. Okay. They pick your name out. As long as you can prove that you've been vaccinated by the time the raffle started, then you win.
Gotcha. You'll fucking sell that house right now and get 2 motorhomes, one for you, one for Barb.
Fuck yeah, I'll be out. I'm done. See ya. This will be my last Sunday. This might be my last Sunday. I think the drawing starts on the 18th or the 20th or some shit like that.
So if you go off the grid, we know what happens.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I won Uncle DeWine's lottery.
Most people, Matt, when they win a lottery, upsize. Matt's like, fuck no, I'm downsizing. I'm selling my little bungalow, and then I'm getting a Winnebago.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Now, what happens when the grandkids want to come over or want to have hosts?
Oh, you gonna have grandkids? You better.
You might have grandkids pretty soon. There's a fucking prom. You might have one in 9 months.
Oh shit. We plan on having we plan on having some type of home base here.
Double wide.
Some apartment or something. I don't know. Some type of home base. Maybe the property out in Adams County or something. I don't know.
Where the fuck are you going to go all the time?
Away. Everywhere.
Yeah, just don't go where there's having gas shortages and fucking people hauling gas away in plastic bags.
You know what? People are fucking idiots. Okay? People are goddamn idiots. Okay? Fucking putting... That's a whole other road.
That's why everybody needs an electric car.
Don't get Matt started on that now.
It's true.
I know, but don't get him started. He's like, don't come and complain to me when you have to stop every couple hours on your trip.
That's right. Try and find an outlet. Hey, knock on someone's door. Can I plug my car in?
Bro, it goes. The one I'm getting is gonna go 500 miles per charge, bro.
Where you going?
Really? Wow.
I ain't going nowhere. That's what I'm saying. I don't go nowhere.
That's why it's going to get 500 miles.
How much gas did you put in your Target bags this weekend, Eric? Is that still going on down there or no?
It is, but here's the thing. Like, I work late at night, right? So when I went to put gas in my car, it was like business as usual. It wasn't. I didn't have to stand in no lines or anything like that. So
no, they don't have any lines at the fucking at the police barracks. It's just
no, not here, not here. Our you know what? We have half our fleet. Half our fleet is electric, and half of them is regular gas, right? But we get our gas. We have a card that we can use at any gas station. So that it wasn't a problem that we ran into.
Okay.
Good. No issues here. No issues around us. Yeah. I got the evil eye the other day, though. I went to get gas for my truck. Fill up my truck. I got a little 2-gallon tank they use for my lawnmowers. People kind of gave me the evil eye when I was filling that up. I was like, it's for my fucking lawnmower. My lawnmower needs gas. I just filled up. I'm not hoarding it. It's just a little 2-gallon tank. people kind of looking, he's fucking.
I'm sure Matt told them to eat shit before they could eat
Yeah.
I was waiting for someone to say something.
Yeah, I'm sure he was waiting on that one.
I told someone the story the other day at work with Matt. Some guy was complimenting Matt's truck, and I'm pretty sure I didn't fucking ask for your opinion.
Yeah. See, Matt's a wisher. Most people are hopers, but Matt's a wisher. You know what that means? People say, "I hope this doesn't happen." And Matt was like, "I wish somebody would say something." I wish somebody would say something to me about my 2-gallon gas. Yeah. I wish.
I had the feeling though. Has everybody seen the Padres Rockies video by now? The baseball video, the guy getting knocked out in the stands.
Oh yeah,
no, I haven't seen that. No,
I saw that.
Chew your beer.
He got knocked out.
Chew your beer tweeted it out this week. I have a feeling though, like that would happen to Matt though. Like he'd be like, "I'm pretty sure I didn't fucking say to bring your Padres shirt here," and the guy was like, "What did you say?" And just storms over, and Matt's like, "Pop," and I'm like, "Oh." Well, that guy didn't put his hands up, didn't put nothing. He just took that thing full on the chin and was out cold.
I'll have to check that out.
Hey, look, he was out before he hit the damn ground.
He was out.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy was just sitting down, like looking at the game, and the video doesn't go back like if he said something to the other guy, but the other guy was pretty far away. And it's a Rockies game, so there's not many people there. The guy comes down the aisle, and the Padres, he's got this Padres jersey on. He comes right at the guy. The Rockies guy gets up and takes a shot right to the chin. Boom. And then a bunch of people jump on the Padres guy.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem right to me.
The dude took a full-on shot, and he wouldn't press charges to him. And I was like, do you need Eric, you're the law officer here. Like, you have that on video. Even if the guy didn't want to press charges, that doesn't mean you can just go all, swing at the fucking guy and knock him out, right?
It depends on what state it is, but I know here in Virginia and D.C., he don't got to press charges.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't have to press charges.
If someone, declines charges, can't the prosecutor overrule? They say no, we're pressing charges.
We need the Honorable Matt Helmer to
depending on the state
to jump in and watch this video. Go to Chew Your Beer's Twitter handle and pull that up.
Yeah,
you let us know if you would fucking press charges or not if you were the district attorney.
Yeah. Whenever I woke up, I would press all the charges I could find.
I mean.
The people he was
it seems like assault to me.
The people he was with didn't even do anything. It was like random people that were there that jumped on the guy.
I gotta get past all these fucking beers he's drinking.
Yeah.
How long ago was this?
I'm gonna say it was Thursday or Friday.
So. Oh, here it is. All right.
Fucking takes a shot right in the fucking boom.
Holy boy! You know what? Okay, Judge Helmer says the Padres guy deserves it. The Padre guy deserves what he got afterwards.
He didn't look like he got much afterwards. He was still standing. He looked like he was ready to fight anybody.
Well, You know what? He got jumped.
Yeah.
He got jumped pretty good. I don't know I'm curious what the Colorado guy said to, deserve that fucking hit on the chin like that, but the guy from the Padres got what he deserved. I declare that guy guilty.
Guilty.
Yes. The Padres jersey guy.
One last thing before we get into video games here. Eric, you work late at night, so maybe this wouldn't faze you at all. But Matt, what happens if you had an opportunity to increase your pay at work by 40 to 50%, but you would have to work a much different schedule, like let's say Friday through Tuesday, and more like the second shift?
I'm getting 50% more?
Yeah, potentially 40. Eric doesn't care about the conversation, just dropped right out.
Eric's like, I'm already doing that shit.
He's like, speaking of which, I got to go back to the JOB. Yeah. God damn it.
I'm all about it. I'm all about it.
Yeah?
Hell yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get 50% more pay, and I got to work a second shift. I'm working. Oh, yeah. Sure. Might have to change your podcast schedule, but,
Yeah. Well, I'm going to see what happens. I'll put my name in the hat
Oh.
nonetheless and see what happens.
So this is a real-life situation for you.
Yeah, just always looking to improve the work situation. Came across a job that sounds like right up my alley, but it would definitely be a much different schedule. But, they in the job listing, they put the pay range. And, of course, I'd have to come in at the high range that they put.
Sure.
That would be, 40, 50% more than what I make now.
Now, you did, a while ago, did you do a job that was sometimes second shift or had late hours or something like that?
When I first started at this job, 2015, I worked 4 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Yeah.
And then when I moved to the second phase of the job, I worked Tuesday through Saturday, 12 to 9.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've had a bunch of different shifts. I've been 9 to 6 Monday through Friday for a while now, though. 2-3 years.
Okay.
So let's get into what we've been playing, gentlemen. Lots of stuff. Any more progress with Resident Evil Village, Eric?
Yeah, a little bit more. When I'm not working, I'm either playing Resident Evil or Returnal. I streamed some the other day.
I saw that. I saw it.
Oh, I missed that.
It was like it was like 2 or 3 in the morning, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, my voice wasn't working because that was the first time I streamed through the PS5.
Okay.
And I had to get all the settings correct. That's what I was doing it for, to get all the settings and stuff up and good to go. But I finally got it. So yeah, I had about, I think at max I had 10 people in there watching me and talking to me and stuff. So it was Returnal first, and that's a fun game, but that's a chore, man. That thing is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much progress I'm going to make in this fucking game. A, because I just haven't been playing much of anything. A lot of work this past week. But every time, I mean, I've gone to the stage 1 boss a couple times, and I just haven't beat him yet.
Yeah, you get better, man. And once you beat him, then you'll get the sword and everything, the laser sword or whatever.
I still don't have the sword. I don't have the grappling hook.
Yeah, once you beat the bosses, you get all that stuff. But it's a chore, but it's fun, and I keep jumping back in, so it's really fun.
Yeah,
And,
I don't think he's in chat tonight. But Ian Hale was asking on Discord, what PS, because he just got a digital version. Of,
5.
The PS5 digital, and he was asking what games to play. And I think Returnal could be up his alley with that, the whole loop and the way he likes to, break down games and find interesting ways to do things.
Yeah, I would say that game for sure. And like you said, Miles Morales. If you're into like the story and everything, that's a good game to get into.
But Returnal, every time you put it on, I went from we'll talk about Mass Effect here in a minute, but obviously it's probably not fair to compare the original Mass Effect to Returnal, but just the way the stark contrast, right? It's just something special that they've created there. That whole package.
Yeah, man. And this is Housemarque's first foray on the PS5, so I'm just thinking there's only better to come,
Well, it's
I'm sure they're going to do a Returnal 2 or something like that. I'm sure.
I mean, and not only that is it their first PS5 game, but it's their first non-arcade game. It's their first third-person shooter.
Right.
Before they've done Resogun and Super Stardust and Nex Machina,
and they hit this one out the park. Now it's not perfect by any stretch of imagination, but it's really good. So, their first one is a home run.
Are you ever able to go into that house that you come across?
Yeah. You got to get the key. You'll get the key once you kill that first boss, and you can go in there.
So Matt, this is the takeaway. Mike's never going to get the sword. He's never going to get the grappling gun, and he's never going to get in the house. So I don't know how the fuck I'm going to beat this boss.
When you get in the house is just
The house
unlocks
began
the
to
story
spin?
more. No, it doesn't. It unlocks the story more.
Okay.
That's all. That's the only thing really in the house.
So, Matt, you got that. Mike's never going to advance the story now.
Mike's done. Basically, Mike's done. Mike's in a loop.
It's a hell of a game. It's a hell of a game.
Yeah. But Resident Evil, yeah, I'm making progress with that. It's good. It's weird, but it's good. It's not as gory as 7, like I said, but it's still good. I'm
Right.
starting to figure out the story a little bit more now.
So 2 questions about this. Is this really a short game? Because my oldest son bought it. He's already beaten it on PC. But, of course, he doesn't have a job or anything in school these days with the whole COVID thing. Seems like a bit of a joke. So he's got a lot of disposable time on his hands. But
Right.
is it a short game?
I'd say it's between 10 and 12, I think, man.
Yeah, that's
what
consider
I'm
that
thinking.
short. And
it's not like a 60-hour game or nothing like that, no.
And I'm seeing people online say, yeah, this is a very well put together game. The trilogy sounds nice. 7, 8, and then 9 is going to be the end of it or whatever. But the diehards, and I would consider someone like you, Eric, a diehard Resident Evil fan, saying these aren't Resident Evil games. That witches and werewolves and things like that. This is not Resident Evil.
No, it's not, but I don't think it's far off. It has Resident Evil bones, you know what I'm saying? But it's like you said, the witches and the werewolves. It's a stretch from that area, but I think it works with the story.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I think it works right now with the story. Now I hope they go back to traditional Resident Evil, but I think they had to break that up a little bit too because, okay, Raccoon City and freaking, what's the people that make it? The company,
Rainbow?
Umbrella.
Yeah.
Umbrella.
That, that was getting a little long in the tooth. So that's why I'm not too upset about how they flipped it a little bit. But, I mean, how much T-virus can you have in this world? You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So, I'm digging it.
All right. Anything else besides those 2?
Just Overwatch. That's it.
All right. Matthew, sir, I know, like myself, you've had a rough week with the Xbox. We'll get into that in just a minute here. But when the Xbox has not been shitting the bed, Destiny 2, the DLC, not the DLC, the new season.
New season. Yeah, new season.
What's your impression so far?
So far, okay. I mean, the new activity reminds me a lot of, it's Gambit, but it reminds me a lot of the season before last where you had to do the public event where people were gathering up those moats and put them in the thing. It was a public event. But they seem to make that into the seasonal activity to do, which is okay. I mean, you and I played it the other night, and it seemed okay. It was both of us our first time, so he was kind of like, what the fuck's going on here? What are we doing? So I just started grabbing the purple things. Yeah, well, yeah. I just started grabbing the purple things and putting them in the thing, and then it transformed to something else. I grabbed this moat. I was like, what am I supposed to do with this? What am I supposed to do? Mike said, put it in the thing. It put it over there in the purple thing that's spinning. I was like, okay. So I did that. And that worked. So I was like, okay, cool. I just kind of wish there was a little bit more explanation of what was going on. I mean, we both started the new season. I was like, okay, what are we supposed to do now? What are we supposed to do now? I was like, well, I don't know. Look at your quest thing, and I think we're supposed to do this now. There's no real steady thing to go and do.
Yeah, we had what's that chick's name? The robot chick?
Ada 1.
We had to go visit her. So we did all that.
Many times.
Yeah. Go here, do this, go back to Ada. Go here, do this, go back to Ada. It was very simplistic in that way, but finding the path to get there was not intuitive. But then we finally completed that, and then we had to craft an ornament.
Yeah.
And then we got our task to go off and do for this transmorg, right?
Yeah, where you can change the look of your character without actually changing your gear, but you can change the look of your gear.
I can't remember if the tweet said it was going to take people on average 25 or 50 hours to complete.
It's a long process. Yes, it is a long, tedious process. So
you got saddled with what? Your choice was what for Gambit, and you had to kill 300 people between like the multiplayer modes.
Crucible. Yeah. So that's everything. So these quests up there. There's a Vanguard and what? Something else, and something with destinations. I should have chosen the destination one because I chose the one that's something to do with the multiplayer, and it was Crucible. I got me and my allies have to kill 300 people on Crucible to get past this thing. You chose Strikes and Nightfalls, which is even worse. Okay.
I'm not afraid of anybody, Matt. I'll tell someone I didn't ask for a compliment and then try to punch them in the face. I'm not afraid of anybody. I'm not afraid of Nightfalls. Come on.
Well, good luck to you.
Yeah, that's going in the back burner.
So, yeah, I mean, the new season, it's a new season. There's, try and grind get up to level 100 or so forth and that, and do whatever quests are there, get the new gear and shit. See how it goes with this new public activity, what's going on with that, They still, which is kind of weird because they still got the old activity with the hammer, the forge, and the battlegrounds is still there, and I'm surprised that didn't go away after this season. I really am.
My takeaway was playing it over 2 days was it didn't seem very accessible to someone maybe who was just like took a whole bunch of time off and said, hey, here's a new season. I finished the game. I got a lull here before something else comes out. Let me devote the next 2-3 weeks into Destiny 2. It didn't seem very intuitive to come back and pick it up. Very deep in the weeds.
You are 100% correct. It is not something for the new player to come in and just dive back into it because they'd be fucking totally gone and lost. Yeah. Me, I've been playing for a while, and this new season came out. I was a little like, hey, wait, what's going on here? What do I got to do? Just shit like that. Okay, it's not, and that's the unfortunate thing with Destiny and stuff like that. I mean, I understand they're trying to cater and move the game forward if people play it all the time, but you're trying to grab new people in and stuff, so you kind of got to help them out too every once in a while. And it seems like the only time they do that is when a new DLC comes out. They bump everyone up to the new light level. They cancel out all the old shit and stuff like that. It's like, hey, here we go. Here's new, fresh stuff for new people. But it's only when the DLC comes out. Okay, when the new season comes out, it's like, fuck it. Here you go, bud. You're on your own. Figure it out. Google it or something.
No.
So, yeah, there's a lot going on.
Okay.
But play that. Play some MLB The Show some more.
Did you you probably already had done this by now, but did you get your free thank you pack in the store already?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. I think anything special from it though. There was
what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing with these packs. Is it just to build like a virtual team?
Yeah, it's for the Diamond Dynasty. You go to the Diamond Dynasty, you open up the packs. Now, some of the stuff in the packs might be equipment and gear or
I've seen
something
that.
else that you can use for your Road to the Show player. So you might get like bubble gum or an elbow pad or something like that. Then you got to apply that to your character. When you first open the game, your character's there. You got to go and get that equipment and put it back on and put it on there.
No.
So
I got all these guys,
mm-hmm.
and what am I? I'm just assembling a team. Like it says, do you want to add them to your bullpen or add them to your starting lineup? It's just,
yes.
Am I ever doing anything with that or no?
If you say then you're putting on your Diamond Dynasty team. So get when you first start the game up, you get like a default packs, okay, and it kind of built your team for you, okay. So then as you play on, you can upgrade those players to different people to do. It's baseball card collecting, Mike. It's what it is.
But I'm collecting the cards, and then I'm putting those guys into my and I can play exhibition games of Diamond Dynasty, or just there's a Diamond Dynasty play mode.
There's an online mode plus a single player mode. Okay. If you get a great team and go online and play against other people, which I mean we know how online is with MLB.
Yeah.
But otherwise, just play offline. It is fancy baseball, is what it is.
No.
You know, yeah. You take those players, you can get rid of your bad players and put these new players in, and just keep building them up. As you play games and win games, you get more baseball cards. They can swap people out with and stuff like that. There's like daily goals and shit you can do with that team and stuff. You know, kind of challenges. It's all, you know, how you want to play the game and what you want to do with it.
I haven't seen too many title updates come out yet. Have you? I see like the roster updates or whatever, but
yeah, the roster updates, but nothing else major. I thought there was supposed to be a big update coming out to address the Diamond Dynasty and your Road to the Show player, but I don't think that's come out yet.
So you're still like a little unhappy with it until that update comes out.
The Road to the Show, yeah, because you can't. I mean, your Road to the Show player, you can't. He can progress, but he can't, like his equipment stuff. You don't get any rewards for that doing just that like you used to. You got to do the Diamond Dynasty shit to get those rewards. So that's unfortunate. But besides that, working and fucking real life kids baseball every night last week.
Yeah.
We had fucking baseball games.
You've been on your best behavior or more fucking drama?
Nope, I've been on my best behavior. I sit there, I keep my mouth shut, I keep the book, and that's it.
You've been reprimanded. You've been brought in front of council, haven't you?
I do not say more than what I need to. You know, I fucking yeah. Okay, so the other night there was pitch a ball. You know, went in there, was like ooh, because I thought it was a strike.
Yeah,
but it was a ball. I was like ooh. Umpire turned around and looked at me. I was like, what? He just looked at me. I was like, it's a close call. He's like, yeah, it was. I was like, okay. Yeah. There's a lot of that.
They had the human setting on, just like MLB, you know?
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What? The ball came through here. The ball was up here. He called it a strike.
Wide strike zone. Right by your eyes. You should be able to hit it.
Well, that's true. You should be able to see it right there.
Well, I don't see what the fucking problem is.
Anyway.
Yeah. So you've been on your best behavior. That's good.
I've been on my best behavior.
Is anybody looking forward to Army of the Dead next weekend? I know it's out in the movie theaters this weekend, but I'm not going to movie theaters. But next weekend, Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead is going to be on Netflix. It's a zombie flick with Batista and a bunch of other people.
Check it out. Yeah. I'll check it out. No. Eric said no.
How come, Eric? Because you don't like movies, you don't like zombies, you don't like Batista, or all three?
It just doesn't seem like something that would interest me, I don't guess.
I just want to see it because the sheer amount of zombies they're going to have.
I like Batista. He's cool.
I don't know. I haven't watched too many movies lately, and I think the impressive like visuals, right? It just looks like just a sea of zombies, and then they look like they have like little like, you know, they're not like full on zombies, like total like brain dead. They have some sort of like hierarchy, and you know, there's some sort of communication between them and shit like that. They seem to be a little bit more, I don't know, a step above brain dead.
Yeah.
One thing I'm looking forward to, and we talked about it on the show before, and I've been watching a lot more trailers and videos for it, that Biomutant that comes out on the 25th.
Yeah, 25th. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's going to be cool.
That's looking like going to be a fun game, man.
I hope so. When I saw it at PAX a couple of years ago, we didn't get to play it, but when I looked, you know, and I've been, like you've been following along, I hope they nail it. You know, some of these European developers, they come in, you know, on paper it looks good, and then it like lands and it's like a B minus, like C plus B minus. Like I know Hoods right now. If Retro Rents Al is out there, Hoods, he was all excited about it, but the reviews on that haven't come back so great. So hopefully Biomutant can be the exception here and really nail it.
I hope
Yeah.
Biomutant looks. Hope the story's not too convoluted. You know what I'm saying? I hope it's not too complex, and
Yeah.
I just don't hope it's too much. You know.
Yeah,
Sometimes they try too. Sometimes they try too much or try too hard to create something.
Yeah.
That maybe is a good segue into what I'm playing. I'm playing the Mass Effect trilogy, and I've never played the Mass Effect single player games. I've only played the multiplayer in 3, and I did play a bunch of Andromeda, and then other things, maybe Cyberpunk or something else came out, and it just fell to the wayside. But visually, I don't feel like I'm playing something super dated. With the OLED 120 hertz running at 1440p. If you
I'm about to say they bumped up they bumped up the graphics, didn't they?
Yeah. I mean, you could play it at 4K 60 frames per second, or you could play it at 1440p at 120 hertz. So that's what I'm doing right now. It doesn't. I mean, you could tell it's a real old game, but it doesn't look like it's not painful by any stretch of the imagination. But boy, I'm waiting. Go ahead.
You going through them in order?
Yes, that's what I'm going to attempt. I'm probably about 4 hours in on Mass Effect 1.
Okay.
2 is the best, bro.
And it's
2 is
the
the freaking best.
I'm getting the same vibes as I got with Andromeda. Just a lot of fucking talking, a lot of dialogue, very little combat, and then it brings you back into fucking dialogue, and it's just like, god damn. And it, people got to remember, games back in the day weren't fully fleshed out with the guidance systems and the UI and shit like that. I'm trying, where the fuck am I supposed to go in this game? I'm going up in these elevators, down these elevators, figuring where shit is.
Cranes.
There's not a lot of hand holding in this game by any stretch of the imagination. So
how's the load times in the elevators?
Oh, fine.
It used to be forever back in the day. Remember? He was on the elevator forever.
Elevator takes forever because that's where the load screens were, man.
Yeah, elevator maybe is 2-3 seconds, 3-5 seconds. It's very short.
Oh, wow. It was 20, 30 seconds at least.
Yeah.
I know Chase is in chat, and he's playing it. Chase, correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm saying that I feel like 5 seconds might be the max it's taking. I'm sure he's playing it on PC.
Great.
But yeah, it's, I'm trying to get into it. I'm trying to be open-minded about it because everybody raves about it. And I know going in that 2 is the one to play.
Man.
So I'm trying to stick it out and play 1, and so I can get to 2. These are, pillar franchises. So
I just remember back in the day playing those. I enjoyed playing it, but it was a very tedious game.
That's what it feels
there's
like.
There's a lot of dialogue. Okay, a lot of choices you have to make,
and you have to listen to the dialogue because
you have
stuff that they say that you have to go to. They might say go to this planet.
Yes,
yeah, you gotta.
A lot of stuff you have to pay attention to. Yeah, you couldn't just skip. No, you had to actually listen and pay attention to if you want to play the game correctly. Because there's some of those consequences. Came out later in the game and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. If I kick this to Doctor's disrespect language, this game is not athletic. It's missing the violence, the speed, and momentum. I feel like I can't get into a rhythm with it. Right? It feels very premeditated, slow, step by step by step, methodical. It doesn't have a flow to it. Really, is the way I describe it.
But it's not that type of game, neither.
I know, but that's why this might not be the type of series for me. But I'm going to try to, slog it out and see what happens. The shooting. I mean, goddamn, some of these enemies are fucking bullet sponges. Holy shit, big time. They come right up on you. I mean, this game is not easy by any stretch of the imagination. And I think it's just because of the development of when it was made. I'm sure 2 plays and handles a lot better than 1.
Yeah, it does.
But all of a sudden the guy's looking at me, and the enemy's right here in front of my face. What the fuck? I'm shooting the guy. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
And two has a better story. And then you go on those what they call them, the loyalty missions or something like that, companion missions or whatever.
Try and save all your friends and stuff.
Yeah.
And then at the end, it's a big build up to the end, and the end is freaking great.
Yeah.
The end is like full of action and characters.
Okay. Well, I'm my OLED here that I'm playing on. This is going to become the Mass Effect, and I'm also, because I'm playing on PC now, I think I'm going to finally commit to playing GTA 5 again. I'm a little disappointed. I got very far in GTA 5, and then I think one of my PCs shit the bed, and I didn't upload, or maybe Steam didn't have upload saves at that time. I can't remember. But all my progress, I don't know how many hours, 30, 40 hours, I got to the point... I'm not even sure if the GTA is that long. I got to the point where I finally unlocked the you could play like the crazy guy, and you were like getting in he was like brought you in the plane.
Yeah.
If anyone remembers GTA,
Yeah.
If that's like right where I was, and I had PC woes at the time. So however long that is in the game, that's where ultimately my save was lost in the ether. So I think that's going to be my plan for this year. I don't want to duplicate what I got going on the other systems. I'm going to play different shit over here, unless I want to really compare and contrast televisions.
I'm really wanting to do Red Dead Redemption 2 on next gen. Yeah, I'm wanting to fire that up. On Series X.
Yeah, it's more of a fall game, Matt. Right? It's summer, late summer, early fall, when the weather's just starting to get a little crisp. Some warm days, but crisp nights.
I agree, Mike.
Yeah,
I agree.
I did an experiment on it was Titanfall 2 with the FPS boost.
Yeah.
Oh, it's definitely, you could tell the difference, man.
Yeah.
Man, that thing looks fantastic. And the 8Ks are handling it no problem, just so you know.
Chewed it right up.
Chewed it right up and spit it out like what? Give me something else. So it looks.
I was going to say something, but never mind.
Oh boy!
It looks really good, man. Silky smooth.
That's good. You always need your purchase validated. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's validated, man.
So yeah, I've been playing the Mass Effect trilogy. See how far I can get with it. Gonna stick with it. The only thing that can derail me is fucking Rift Apart comes out June 11th. So I really got to put.
Yeah, you're coming off the rails with that, bro. I'm gonna tell you now. That's just. Did you see the new trailers for?
No, because I didn't want to go into I didn't want to watch the 30 minutes. I've seen enough that I know I'm gonna love it. So I didn't fucking I didn't want to get anything spoiled.
It was with the girl. She did a lot of stuff in this one. Oh
nice.
Man, let me tell you.
So I've been playing some Returnal as well. Like we already talked about, can't beat the first boss, but just continue to be impressed by that game, and hopefully I can make some progress there. A little bit of MLB The Show, just playing the exhibition live matches. All right, the Red Sox are playing the Angels tonight. Oh yeah, I'll fire that up. Haven't seen the Angels lately, or the A's or whatever. Maybe someday I'll commit more to this game, but right now I'm just playing exhibition shit.
Yeah.
I think that's it. I think that's all I've been playing. Those three or four games. So I'm hoping something sticks soon, because I've missed that, like going through work or just, on the weekends going through your chores. Like, I got to get back to this game, wake up thinking about it. I don't have one of those right now. For a while there it was, Cyberpunk and whatever else was out before then that I was sinking close to 100 hours. Even Outriders didn't really have that appeal to me. Like, I was constantly thinking about it. I did one or two expeditions in Outriders recently, but I'm not seeing the point of keep playing that. I don't know. Maybe Jay in chat will tell me how his expeditions are going, but I've kind of petered off of Outriders.
I'll play that game, and I don't know how long.
Returnal is giving me that effect, Mike, where I just think about it, I want to play it again. I want to get back and try to, it's doing that for me.
Nice. That's when it's really clicked for you, right? When it's just like, you're doing real world shit, filing paperwork at the JOB, or fucking, get up and get the kids ready to do something, or fucking clean the toilets or whatever. And I'm like, damn, I'd rather just be playing that fucking game right now.
That's right.
All right. Matt, before we get into the news, why don't you tell people where they can get some of our merch in YouTube. You have those links at the top there?
Yes, they can. Our YouTube channel, obviously, if you want to watch the show afterwards, YouTube, Bad Fodder Figures, just search that. And then merchandise is bit.ly BFF merch.
Bitly.
Okay. Bitly. BFF merch. Okay.
Right.
Good get a shirt like what Mike's wearing right now.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
With our Vito face says, I got my T-shirt finally came in. I didn't wear it tonight because I'm wearing my new Bengals gear, which you cannot buy off of that.
Who are the Bengals opening up? What's the first game?
Vikings, I think.
In Minnesota or in Cincinnati?
I think at home. I think we got a home opener this year. Yeah.
You going to be there?
Against the Vikings. No.
I saw the schedule, man. They're playing because they have an extra game this year, but they have one less preseason game. But they're going to like mid-January. See that schedule?
Yeah. It's like their first week of January or something like that.
Because they don't start playing regular season games until the middle of September. That feels late as well.
Yeah, it's a week later.
Yeah, and it goes a week longer.
Yeah, normally it's done by Christmas week or whatever.
Yeah,
but it's like a week. Yeah, so
Patriots don't have their bye until week 14.
Bengals have a late bye. It's not that late, but I think it's 7 or 8 weeks. 7 or 8, I think Bengals have their bye.
Well, everybody says the Buccaneers had a week 13 bye last year, and that hit perfect for them. They got healthy and then went on that run, obviously, to win the Super Bowl. So that's everybody saying around here, take that late bye.
Hopefully
our first preseason game was against the Patriots, August 12th, bro.
Yeah. They're going to keep the name Washington Football Team, you think?
They should. They keep talking about changing it, but they should just keep it.
Really?
Eric's warmed up on it.
Yeah, we got used to it now.
At least, Washington glove box team or something like that. I mean, come on. Throw that glove box money out there.
Glove box money,
Matt,
yeah.
He said on one of the social media channels earlier in the week that he's broke.
Yeah, I said that on Discord. I'm broke, bro. I don't talk about broke.
Can we take some of this Twitch money and YouTube money and sponsor the Washington football instead of the Bad Father Figures team?
Get a little patch put on on the jersey.
Can you imagine their jerseys? Their jerseys looking like your T-shirt right there.
That'd be awesome.
Oh, just our three faces on the helmet.
Yeah, there you go.
That'd be great.
All right, let's get into the news.
Yes.
Really? Okay, do you hear what he just said? He just said, why don't you, for once in your life, just do the fucking news? All right, no. I'm going to do the fucking news. No, here is the fucking news.
All right, 20 years of Xbox, gentlemen. They're going to be celebrating that on November 15th. What do you think the odds are that Halo Infinite comes out that day as well? But 20 years, you still think maybe Xbox is a new franchise in gaming? Nintendo and Sony have been here for a long time, but Microsoft now, 20 years. Any memories, Matt? Did you have the OG?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Barb bought me the original Xbox for Christmas. When, God, I don't know when that was. We was back in our old house. Mm-hmm. And she bought me that. Yeah.
Eric, you of course had the original Xbox. Well, you got it up. Do you have it up on your wall? I can't remember.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, but I have a memory of the 360. It was a good time back then, man.
360 is I got for Christmas. I think the original Xbox we got because I remember Dead or Alive. Was it Dead or Alive 3? The fighting game, right? With the chicks with the bouncy boobs.
The boobs. Yeah.
But 20 years. Xbox is doing a bunch of stuff to celebrate. They have a whole bunch of new merchandise at the Xbox Gear Shop. They have anniversary-themed wallpapers available. You can register for the Xbox Fan Fest to participate in 20th anniversary Fan Fest activities, including exclusive sweepstakes, Fan Fest gear, and digital experiences. It looks like they're going to be doing some streams on Fridays to sort of celebrate 20 years of Xbox as well. So
That's all.
you're going to get yourself a nice pillow. They have in the store, Matt. They have a plush pillow with 20.
I see that.
Gold with the dude from Halo. Master
I like the
Chief.
coffee mug.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We'll see subsequent shows here if you show up with any sort of Xbox gear. You have any Xbox swag, as the kids would say?
I do not.
You don't have any
No, I
gaming.
don't.
Besides bad fodder figures, you don't have any gaming swag, do you?
No, I got burnt out when I bought that fucking Uncharted thing. That fucking burnt me on fucking buying fucking gaming swag.
But now you just buy digital flops.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
Cyberpunk.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I can see how you would stop spending your money.
Matt was pissed off, Mike. He was pissed off.
I was
Well,
pissed.
I'm more pissed off at him though that those videos have just disappeared, and I'm putting air quotes. And for some reason, that and the fucking
The motorcycle.
No, not bad. Not
Oh, the
bad.
beer. The beer.
Yeah.
Not bad, not bad at
Those
all.
two videos have just disappeared, Eric. The motorcycle one, the one that's making him money, front and center, but these other ones, poof, gone, never to be seen from again. Oh, I don't know what happened to them. This big fucking red delete button over here. Oh, I don't know what the fuck happened to that shit. delete.
I remember that fucking Uncharted video. Hey, I'm Drake. Hey, how you doing? Barb's like, what the fuck are you doing?
This thing's fucking cardboard. Look at this fucking cardboard.
Oh man, he was pissed.
I was pissed. It's fucking cardboard.
All right. Eric, Sony's got your back. They say they have 25 PS5 games in the works, including characters you've never seen before.
My man.
So
This
Sony
is
is
up.
apparently
Yes,
looking
sir.
to release more than 25 PlayStation 5 games under its PlayStation Studios brand, and nearly half of them will not be sequels or spin-offs, according to Wired's interview with Herman Helst. So there could be more games than Horizon Forbidden West, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, God of War Ragnarok, Gran Turismo 7. These don't necessarily either mean that they're exclusives either, though. They just said these are just being developed under the PlayStation umbrella, PlayStation Games umbrella. So theoretically, they could come to PC or even, like MLB The Show, right? That came to Xbox too.
I don't think they're gonna let that happen anymore.
No? That bad
Nah.
taste in their mouth from that, huh?
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
They also might not big like AAA titles either. Of course, that game that me and you are excited about, Kenya, Bridge of Spirits, that's coming out in August, which looks fantastic.
Man, that might as well be a AAA. That's
Right, and that could be, PlayStation Studios brand. They don't own that studio, but they've contracted with them or, funded those types of games. Obviously, Jade Raymond, who's left Google Stadia, she has a new studio called Haven Studios. So whatever they're doing will be exclusive to PlayStation. 25 games, man. They might not come out all at once. It's good to spread them out a little bit, but I think the point of the Wired article is that they're not all going to be AAA games. They could be smaller, which means they could come out sooner, which is good because these new systems, even though people can't get their hands on them, these systems are begging for new, fresh content, not backwards compatibility stuff.
But yeah, like you said, a lot of the the smaller studios, like the people that making that Kanye game or whatever it's called.
Kenya.
I mean, that looks Kenya, that looks fantastic. I mean, I don't care what letter you put on it, AAA, AA, single A, I don't care. A good game is a good game, you know what I mean? So let's go. I'm down.
Right, like I think that Biomutant game that we just talked about is a relatively small team. I want to say they're a team of maybe 20 or 30 people. Right.
Now I don't want to jinx it or anything, but I'm just talking Sony PlayStation 5 right now. There haven't been too many duds out. Do you think?
Like their own games, right? No, certainly
No,
not.
just any game that's come out on the PS5 so far.
I don't think people were very hot on that Godfall game. I haven't put much time into it because I think I was playing Miles Morales and I was playing Cyberpunk and stuff. I mean, what I played of that, it seemed okay. Hack and slash.
Maybe
visually, it looked fucking great.
Maybe like a couple, 2, 3, been kind of maybe not, at the top of the charts, but mostly everything that's come out on the PS5 has been, very good to great.
Let's put it this way: if Godfall was a fucking Xbox exclusive, people would be fucking singing its praises, right?
Yeah, because they're starving. I mean, I get it, but
right.
But Sony, they're not swinging and missing. I mean, everything's not over the fence, but it's pretty much an outfield. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, we got some more details, Eric, on the PSVR. You have to let me know your excitement on this.
Through the roof.
So they say Sony's next generation VR headset for the PS5 has significantly higher resolution, inside-out tracking, a vibration motor, and even foveated rendering. Did I pronounce that right? Foveated?
Sounds good to me.
Sound kind of sexy.
Foveated rendering, reliable sources tell Upload VR. So what they're saying here that these details include a resolution of 4,000 by 2040 pixels. So it'd be 2,000 times 2040 per eye, a lens separation adjustment dial, and gaze tracking capable of, again, that word, foveated rendering. There will be a motor in the headset that can be used by developers to give direct haptic feedback. Excitement still through the roof, Eric?
Through the roof. In the clouds, bro.
In the clouds. So the resolution of the upcoming headset is slightly less than the HP Reverb G2, which is the current market leader in consumer VR headset resolution. And it will be slightly more than the Oculus Quest 2. So for people that are deep in the weeds on this shit, the resolution should amount to roughly 8.16 million total pixels. The new VR headset will use a USB Type-C connection between the console and the headset. And, of course, the PS5 has a single USB port on the front of the device. Still no word on if it's going to be called PSVR 2 or a release date, but I think they're targeting next year at some point.
Man, it's going to be so awesome. And it's probably going to cost around $499. I'm just saying, all the stuff that they're putting in it, I could say it costs about $500.
Now, they're saying that the shortages of these consoles is going to bleed into next year, into 2022. Does that benefit PSVR if that's like hard to get as well? Like, how there's people, the FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. Is it if PSVR 2 is hard to get because of the, just a shortage of everything these days? Think that benefits the system more, or does it help it when it's readily available and everybody can dive in and play it?
I think they've done studies, and the hard to get thing is a thing, and it makes people want it more. So if you can't get something, it's the psychology of it is you want it bad. You'll go through any lengths to get it. So yeah,
that's why I'm horny as shit all fucking week, man. Fucking
there you go.
Why can't I get it every day? I got it every other fucking day.
Right. What is that bullshit? Right. So you want it more, and I think that works.
Matt, we've been having some Xbox woes this week. And,
yes, we have.
Eric just says when it works, it works. Well, the Xbox has not been working for us. I got some Xbox stuff here I want to talk about, but let's talk about things that have not been working out well for the Xbox. I think both of us in the last week have been dealing with controller issues. Like when controller just like stopped working, like the light was still on, but like it was like a brick, like nothing was happening.
There's no response.
Yeah, I had to for me, I know this didn't fix the problem for you, but for me, I had to take the battery out in the back and then pop it back in and then turn the controller on, and then I was on my way again. But that didn't resolve the issue for you. What ended up fixing it? You had you did a restart of the console. That didn't do anything, right?
I restarted the console many times, took the battery out. been done. Finally, I just had to unplug the console and plug it back in.
Clear the cache.
Yeah, which I didn't want to do. I didn't want to, unplug it, just shut it down.
Yeah.
That's what I had to do. And plug it back in, and everything worked fine. And again, with headset issues this week, with both my 820 and the Xbox headset, plugging them in, hooking them up, and the USB stick is in for the 820s. And I put comes up, put the headset on, nothing. I had to just stick out, put it back in, and says, "All right, headset assigned." I think, well, what the fuck, And the other night, I used my Xbox headset when we was playing. You said I sounded fine. It sounded fine for me. Didn't have any cutouts or anything like that. With Borderlands and Destiny freezing up, locking up, having to restart, do shit in that. So I think a lot. I know this is a news article, but I think a lot has to do with the quick resume with the online games. The games that need internet connection and stuff like that. I'm learning to shut them down when I'm done. To go in, actually hit that button and say quit, stop the game. Don't let it resume for a quick resume.
Yeah,
and I think that has something to do with it. I don't know. I'm no scientist. I'm no game developer guy, but it just, for some reason, I think that's got something to do with the issues I'm having.
Yeah. So for me, I like I said, I have the controller issue, but today, so yeah, I mean, these are like first world luxury problems. In my office here, yes, I have 2 Xbox Series X. Okay. That's not the end goal. That's not the way it's going to be. When the room gets done upstairs, one of them will go upstairs. But as of right now, I got an Xbox Series X on this TV/monitor, and I got one on my wall. And I'm trying to just play like Mass Effect. What I did before I had lunch, I said, I want to play some. I don't know, for some reason, just because of the 20th anniversary, and just I got some sort of Halo nostalgia. I was like, let me download the Halo collection, Master Chief collection. Maybe I was going to play Halo 4 or Reach or something like that. What's that game? What's the Halo one where it starts off like there's like you're in like some sort of jungle, like the fauna looks great. There's like nice crisp oranges, not oranges like you fucking eat, but the color. There's some real vibrant colors in that first opening sequence. I'm not sure if that is Reach or if that's 4. I wanted to play that one. You see what it looks like on the OLED and shit. So I downloaded the Master Chief Collection. I downloaded a demo for some other game. And no matter what I was doing on this TV and Xbox, I click into them, it would load it up. You get to the title screen, and then boom, everything would just bomb out to the Xbox dashboard. Right? I fucking... it never popped into my brain, like, turn it off and go see what's going on with the other one. Right? So what I did is I panicked, and I fucking deleted everything off the system and reset the system, factory reset it, and let Mass Effect re-download. Turned it off, let it download in the background. When to sit down, I was like, well, I'll play some baseball on the other Xbox while this is going on. I go on the other Xbox, same fucking thing. I can't click into Destiny. I can't click into MLB The Show. They bring up like this, they see the Fernando Tatis screen in MLB The Show, and then boom, it bombed out to the dashboard. I couldn't tell, like, am I the only fucking idiot out there that owns 2 Xbox Series X and they just don't like that? Is there like something in the background, like a handshake, like purchase handshake, like something like got like borked with like my gamer tag, like it just fucking it wouldn't load the game? But
Xbox was the thing down for maintenance or anything? Did it say? Did you look online and check?
I checked, and then everything's set up and running. So what I did is I just shut both systems down. I played Returnal on the PS5, right? And I just went on a nice long run with that, got to the final boss and died. And it was like right before dinner time, I was like, all right, let me boot up this Xbox here that I'm sitting in front of. And it worked. I booted it up, and Mass Effect was downloaded, and I went right into Mass Effect, and there was no issues. So I don't know if it was just a blip or what was going on, but it needed about an hour or so to resolve itself on its own.
Do you have external hard drives hooked up to those?
There's no external hard drive hooked up to any of these ones. No. The only thing I have on the only thing I have on the other Xbox is that proprietary in the back.
Yeah. SSD.
But this one has no. It only has one game on it. I don't need the external. It's only got fucking Mass Effect on it. So I
don't know, man. It's weird.
It was wonky as shit. So disappointing. And I don't know what it is. It hasn't been a clean launch, I don't think, for the Xbox systems. And I know that's going to turn people off. You're bashing Xbox. I just feel like there's been more issues with the Xbox Series X than there has been with the PS5, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, it's just weird how, my Xbox has been running fine for I don't know how long. And then all of a sudden, the past month or two, I've been having issues with the controller.
Yeah.
And it just freezing up and not.
Have you checked on
anything.
Updates for the controller?
For the controller now.
The thing with the controller now on the Xbox Series X, it should do it on its own across that. Like when I know this because I just opened an Xbox Series X the other day. You don't need to plug a cord into it. They don't even give you a cord with the damn thing. It just says, all right, your controller needs an update now, and it just does it by whatever their proprietary technology is.
I know I go into it. I go into that every so often. Like when they do a system update, I go into the controller and I plug it up and everything and see if it needs an update. And sometimes it does need an update. Now it'll update it. So I don't know if it's me plugging it in. I don't know, but I just do it for the heck of it.
I still find it weird that they didn't give you a USB-C cable.
I know, right?
With the Xbox,
they just figure everybody has them. They figure everybody has them now.
That's true.
You got one with PlayStation. You don't get a cable at all if you buy the DualSense separately, and you don't get a cable if you buy the Xbox controller separately, though they will give you batteries with the Xbox.
Yeah. I don't have batteries.
Back to the news item here. Quick Resume is getting even better with improved reliability, faster load times, and a new group that organizes your Quick Resume games in one place.
Don't tell Matt that.
Matt's giving me the stink eye.
Matt is not a big fan.
So, Quick Resume is a feature powered by the technical capabilities of the innovative Xbox Velocity architecture and Xbox Series X and S. Lets you seamlessly switch between multiple games and resume gameplay instantly, right from where you left off. So now when you go to My Games and Apps, by pressing the Xbox button on your controller, there's going to be a Quick Resume section now. There, so it shows you all the games that you have eligible for Quick Resume in case you want to go right back to them. It begs the question, Matt. You want to play something. Let's say like you want to play Borderlands 3. You click on that and go, but I have Minecraft Dungeons I can play in 2 seconds. I don't have the patience to let Borderlands 3 load up in 30 seconds or 20 seconds or 15 seconds, however long it takes for Borderlands 3 to load, which doesn't seem like a long time to me. It seems loads very quickly, but not in 2 seconds. Maybe 10, 15, 20 seconds. Are you going to opt for the 2-second Minecraft Dungeon, or are you going to wait the 10 or 15 seconds to play Borderlands 3?
I'm going to wait to play the game I want to play.
Thank you.
Okay. This is first world problems here, people. Come on. Yeah.
All right. How many of you guys have sound system receivers hooked up to your Xbox? Like their TV?
I do.
All right. So now they're going to have pass-through audio for media apps. Okay. So you want to stream some of your favorite Xbox streaming apps like Disney Plus, Apple TV, Plex. Do we have Chase in chat? Plex.
Jesus.
Voodoo. Pass-through lets you audio decoding from media apps on your compatible HDMI devices bypass the console for the highest quality listening experience with your external sound system. So to start using this, Eric, if you want to get on top of this, you'll see the new Allow Pass-Through button on the Xbox audio settings screen. You'll see an indicator in the guide when you use a compatible media app with pass-through audio enabled.
Okay.
Okay. Don't seem
Might
plus.
try that with my sound bar and TV here. Hook it up. See what happens.
I mean that's all cool and everything, but I rarely on those TVs down there. I don't watch stuff. I just play games on them. So
Well, here's the other thing. How many people are you? If you have a smart TV, someone's got to correct me, why you would do this. If you have a smart TV, why would you use the apps on the Xbox as opposed to the apps on the TV?
on the TV, right? And I definitely don't do that. So
Yeah. Matt,
some people don't have smart TVs, so there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
But they have a receiver. That's the thing that fucking kills me. They don't have a smart TV, but they got it hooked up to some fucking system they got at Radio Shack back in the day, right? Matt, maybe you care what games Christopher plays, multiplayer games. Starting this month, you can approve multiplayer games for your kids by specific title, directly from the console or when using the Xbox Family Settings app on iOS and Android.
Okay.
All right. Eric, you have those 8Ks. Are they Samsung?
LG, baby.
No, they're LG. Okay, so this is going to be for you. Microsoft is rolling out Dolby Vision gaming for Xbox Series X and S. This is going to be a test. You got to be in the alpha ring of the Xbox Insiders group. So our televisions that we have here, Eric, the LG, support Dolby Vision. They say this feature means brighter highlights, sharper contrast, and more vibrant colors in games when you're playing on a Dolby Vision compatible TV, offering better clarity in both light and dark scenes. The consoles currently support HDR via the less advanced HDR10 standard. So, testing it out first, and then they'll release it to everybody else. You got to have a compatible television. Unfortunately, the biggest manufacturer of televisions around in our parts, which is Samsung, does not support Dolby Vision. So what this means, Eric, for you, no more sliders. You don't need to adjust your picture settings. They should be able to just automatically map to any display with Dolby Vision.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Check it out.
Yeah, man.
All right, last two stories here. Battlefield 6 designed for next gen, but it is still going to come out for the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One X. Battlefield 5, I think by and large, was just an okay game. Many people were not so hot on it. They thought Battlefield 4 was the better offering. And of course, to EA's credit, they don't annualize this title like they do Call of Duty. So it's a couple years in between releases. So Andrew Wilson at EA said Battlefield will be available for both current gen and next gen, as will our sports titles. But he did say in the case of Battlefield, what we can do with respect to the amount of plays that we can have in the game and the nature of destruction of those only in Battlefield moments that are truly next-gen opportunities that we're able to do in the context of our next-gen franchises because of the increased processing power in memory and output of the new consoles. So he's trying to tell you that it's going to be a true next-gen vision for the franchise. Epic scale, massive battles packed with more players and mayhem than ever before, all brought to life with the power of next-gen consoles and PC. So expect a teaser earlier. This is supposedly coming up, and they'll be showing it at E3. A reveal trailer will be shown in June. Go ahead. You're going to say something prophetic.
Say your thought first, Mike, before I say mine.
Well, I was going to say to you, who do you think has more pressure on them? Microsoft with Halo Infinite or EA with Battlefield 6? Who do you think?
Microsoft.
Who needs to come out with the bigger and better title?
Microsoft.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Because if you look at it, Battlefield is just it's Battlefield. It's every so many years or whatever. Battlefield to me hasn't been good since Bad Company. Bad Company was great.
I disagree.
Four was a great game. We put a lot
Four
of
was
hours
a great
into
game.
4.
Yeah, 4 was good too.
Yeah.
But it's like rinse and repeat. If they're going to come out on and they're going to tote this next generation thing, okay, let's do it. Let's be next generation. Now, Battlefield cannot be better than Halo. You see what I'm saying? It can't be.
They're not comparable games, but they're both games. I think in the gamer's mind, they need to kind of have some sort of retribution. They need to have.
Yeah. I mean, Halo has to be some of the best first-person shooter that's ever hit the market because they got their backs against the wall.
I don't want to steal.
Battlefield can just be Battlefield.
I don't want to steal another podcast content, but they were kicking this topic around, and maybe we'll discuss it for a minute or two here. But can Halo survive just a mediocre release like 7s and 8s?
So Halo is their mascot. Master Chief is their mascot. They have to knock it out of the atmosphere, bro. They have to. Their backs against the wall because they're doing all this, shucking and jiving and making controllers and buying up the studios. Your main guy has to show up and show out. Halo has to. So that's just it.
Matt, what do you think? It's again, this is not an annualized franchise. 343, by and large, has not been getting favorable reviews. The last time people really were into Halo, it seems like Halo 3 with Bungie. The last Bungie titles were the last ones that sort of were critically acclaimed or scored really well. The 343 era has not been gone swimmingly. Is this a make or break moment for the franchise? Like if it comes out as a flop, right, and doesn't do well, you would think Microsoft has to do some serious PR and remove 343 from the picture and get someone else to make this fucking next game.
Yeah, I agree with Eric. I think this game has to come out swinging for the fences. Otherwise the fanboys are going to go crazy on this. The Sony ponies are going to be out on top of this game, giving it shit and stuff like that. This game has got to come out damn near perfect. Unfortunately, that's what's going to happen here. They have to come out and hit it on the head and just go and be good. The slightest problems with this game, God forbid, this game comes out like Cyberpunk. It's done. It's killed. It's dead.
I don't even think under the what's the word, auspice of Game Pass could save that. Because people say, well, at least I didn't pay for it. It's free on Game Pass. I think there's more at stake than just, the $60 you spent on it.
I agree.
I think there's the health of that franchise. Because Gears is going away for a little bit because they're changing the engine that they're working on. And so this is just going to be, you think of Xbox, you think of Halo, you think of Gears, and it's just going to be fucking Halo for a while now. That's got the spotlight.
You've had all this time to fix it. Remember, it came out and it was trash. So you had, and if like you say, it hits with the anniversary of Xbox in November.
I mean, it's on the fucking box. It was on the box. They couldn't even hit the launch.
So what comes out in November? What? Call of Duty, right?
Yep.
So they're going to have to really crap all over these guys, man. They're going to have to do it if they want to get their respect back.
I'm telling you right now, if it doesn't hit the mark, they're gonna just say, "Oh, but it's Game Pass." I can see the excuses roll in now. I want to know I want to know when we can start having the discussion where Game Pass is, we're just making mediocre games, but it's all right. It's on Game Pass. Game Pass is the place where you can play games you really didn't want to play for a day, and then you can move on. That seems like the selling point lately. I listened to the XCast this week, and they were shitting on the Hoods game and saying, well, they should have put that out on Game Pass because at least I would have played it for a day, and then I would have moved on. Well, that's a great selling point for your fucking game. It's mediocre. It's on Game Pass. Try us out for a day. Hell of a way to market your game.
But if these Xbots and these people that are Team Xbox, they're gonna lean on Microsoft, and Phil gonna hear a rash of crap if it comes out just mediocre or subpar. So
the next shoe to drop here is Starfield. Is you're hearing seeing rumblings online. Starfield's going to be the exclusive to Xbox and PC, which we all thought of back when they announced this acquisition. That it's a brand new franchise. Why would they put it on other systems? So that's going to be, Todd Howard's next game is going to be exclusive to Xbox. So.
But the pressure's on him too, because he can't have a Starfield 76. You know what I'm saying? He can't do it.
There's a lot of pressure on everybody.
It's a lot of pressure, man. He can't do it.
Now, Matt, when you were in high school and there was a lot of pressure somewhere building up on your anatomy, were you one of those guys that were playing Dungeons and Dragons? You're muted over. No, you weren't. You were never a Dungeons and Dragons guy.
No, I was not.
No.
Nope.
Well,
no. When there was pressure in my pants, that's when I had the book bag and put it from my. While I was walking down the hallway, looking like I was looking at my book bag for a book or something like that.
Yeah, uncontrollable. If you have an erection lasting longer than 4 hours, Matt, you should go see a doctor. That's what they tell you.
Yeah.
No, or you should call every chick you know. That's what you should do.
Let's go back here. I'm actually bringing back to the games here.
Yeah.
Battlefield 6. Okay.
Yes.
It's time to cut bait and move on to next gen. I've said this many times before. You guys know it. Okay. I've said it so many times before. All right. It's next gen time.
Here's the problem.
What's the problem?
No one can get their hands on the fucking
next gen console.
Well,
so.
Oh shit. I mean, you said before, Mike. There's those that have and those that have not.
So why can't you make a next gen and last gen?
Because I think it's holding back the next gen. They're developing to the least common denominator.
It's a lot of people to turn your back to. The PS4 has a massive install base. The Xbox One has a massive install base.
And it's a business, Matt. We're trying to make money here. We're not trying to sell it to, let's say, I'm just saying 1 million people got the PS5. I'm not trying to sell it just to 1 million people. I'm trying to sell it to the 300 other million people that got the other ones, man. I'm trying to make some money, bro.
I'm with you though, Matt. Though these aren't my beliefs. I would love to just everything be next gen because I got it, and that's what I want. I got the tools here that can do all that shit. But the reason they're not is because it's just fucking so many the install base in those other systems is just so massive. They're just seeing dollar signs,
Yeah, man.
Well, then why did we upgrade to all this new shit?
Because we're assholes.
Because eventually,
I mean,
and eventually it will.
Didn't you want to buy a system where your controllers don't work and the fucking headset audio is jacked?
I forgot about that part back when I pre-ordered this shit.
Oh fuck me.
Shit.
If you would have known, if you would have known what you know now, would you have bought the Series X? If the stuff was acting up like it is now,
I would have held out for a PS5.
Wow, that's a big statement.
Yeah, based on the controller and just
Matt loves the look of that PS5 and the controller. He thinks it's a sexy hell of a thing.
It's sexy as fuck. Sexy as fuck.
Matt walks by Noah's room and he just does that. He just does like that backup, takes 2 steps back. Just look at it. Let me just take it all. Let me look at that.
Barb, I'm looking at her as I know I'm looking at the PS5.
You should ask him to let you hold it for a night because he's gonna be busy with his girlfriend playing hide and sausage. You can just play.
Don't get mad. Matt's gonna pass out here. Don't.
Where's my blood pressure pills?
He's got aspirations to get in that Winnebago within the month. You're gonna.
Yeah.
He's got. He's telling Barb, don't worry, that kitchen's going to get made. In the meantime, he's on Realtor.com looking up realtors to sell this fucking place. He's still going to get a Winnebago, not putting a nursery in, not converting his office into a nursery.
Dude, I'm looking at fucking house prices around our neighborhood. Holy fuck. It is time to fucking sell.
What's a good price around there? What's a good price?
Oh, I can make easily $100,000 on our house.
No.
Yeah.
Easy. I can bring home from what houses are going around. Oh my god, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
What houses are going for? That's a whole other subject, a whole other podcast. But anyway,
I think we bought ours for $325 and sold it for $565, $570, something like that.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's awesome. But anyways, yeah, cut bait, move on, next gen. And
Not yet.
And
Not
with
yet.
Game Pass, if you're not happy with Game Pass, you don't like it, you don't have to fucking buy it. Okay? Save your $15 a month. Don't buy it. Don't bitch about it.
I want to bitch about it because I think that I like Game Pass, but I also want to see people raise the bar with their games and be excited. Like, we knocked this fucking game out of the park and we're so proud to put it on Game Pass and give it to you as part of your subscription, rather than the narrative be, this game is not worth $60, this game isn't even worth $20 or $30, so therefore it's on Game Pass. That's the narrative I want to go away. I want people to say we fucking hit this thing out of the park so awesome. Like, imagine if Returnal was like on Game Pass. They could just raise their head so high and say, look at this fucking gem of a game, and now you can enjoy it with your current subscription. Instead, the narrative is, well, this game is so-so, but at least you didn't have to pay for it.
Not
Well,
right. Perfect.
They got a game on Game Pass that was knocked out of the park. MLB The Show. But they didn't make it, so they just put it on their system. So hey, it's cool.
Right. I mean, there are some of their own games that are like excellent, but just not my games. Like Ori Will of the Wisp and shit like that. It's supposed to be a phenomenal game. Looks awesome. Runs awesome. But I don't like jamming my dick in a door either. You know what I mean? So I would never play that fucking game because I would get no progress at all. I do one jump and that would limit the end of my play.
Yeah. That is a good game, though. I give them that.
Yeah, for sure. Got to give them credit where credit's due. There's just not a lot more of those on there. And the stuff that is really good on there is, like you said, is a lot by other developers or older titles. And, older titles are what they are. They're older titles.
Yeah.
I just want to see people raise the bar and put their shit on there. And then I really think it makes sense rather than this narrative. What's that volleyball game that's coming out pretty soon? Knockout.
You mean dodgeball?
Yeah, dodgeball. Yeah, what is it? Knockout something?
Yeah,
it's coming to Game Pass or something like that. So
yeah, I played that. It's not like great or anything. It's cool.
Exactly. Well, here's the next one. Launching on Game Pass, Dungeons and Dragon Dark Alliance. I know nothing about Dungeons & Dragons. I've never played it. But this is the new game in the series, Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance, June 22nd, coming to Game Pass on Xbox One, Series XS, Windows PC, and phones and tablets via cloud gaming. That's, again, the day it launches. It's a dungeon-crawling action game that you can play with up to 4 other players. It will also have cross-play between PC and Xbox, so Game Pass users can still match up no matter where. I looked at the trailer. It seemed kind of interesting. I think go ahead.
It's in the vein of I forgot the name of the game. I forgot the name.
Like
anyway.
Warhammer, like the
no, not so much Warhammer, but I'll think of it. Just keep talking. But
right.
Yeah, it's okay. It's coming out on PS5 also.
Right. I think it's $29.99 or $39.99. That's like the price point. There was also the re-release of Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. It's out on consoles now as well. But yeah, this seems to be...
that's what it reminds me of, Baldur's Gate. Yep.
So this, it seems to be a middle-of-the-road type game, perfect for Game Pass, something you maybe wouldn't buy, but you pick it up, maybe have some fun with your friends, play it for a week, and then you move on.
Yeah, exactly.
So maybe we'll try it out, Matt. You can either play as Dritz, Catti-brie, Brunor, or Wolfgar.
Yeah. Looking at the trailer.
The trailer looks all right. It seems like it's got some shit. It reminded me a little bit of that, what's that game that you hated? With the farts. Remember that?
Oh, Vermintide.
Vermintide, yeah. The Warhammer Vermintide.
That game sucked.
Now again, Mike, I would probably never buy this game, but since it's on Game Pass, I'll play it for an hour or two and keep it moving.
That's what I'm saying, and that's good. You can try things and not feel like you had to spend the money, and you don't feel burnt. We've all, Matt's maybe more than the rest of us have bought games and he feels burnt. So yeah, that's a great feature of Game Pass. But I'm tired of the narrative of that. Of that's what the narrative is. Just try things you're not going to like and then move on. Well, I don't know. I mean, it just seems like, why can't we put shit on here that's really awesome and that I want to continue playing?
Like what?
Like Resident Evil Village is not on Game Pass. It should be.
Yeah, I mean, I think like Sea of Thieves is probably another, like, you could give them credit with Sea of Thieves and or the Will-O-Wisp. But, just imagine, fucking God of War. Like, if PlayStation had, like, a Game Pass type thing, if all their first-party shit, all the Spider-Man, all the God of War, all their fucking shit was day and date free with the subscription.
Yeah,
As this guy I know, you say, now you're really shitting in high cotton.
That's right.
I think if PlayStation had a service like that with God of War and Horizon and shit on it, it'd be hit out of the park.
They do, but it's not day and date. They have it now. You can go play God of War for free, and you can play Horizon for free. But
yeah, if you got a PS5, you get all those games for free with the PlayStation Plus collection.
Yeah, you can play them now.
You should fucking log into your son's PS5 with your own username and password and claim that shit before they take it away.
I should try and find myself a digital one to put down here myself without Barb knowing.
Yeah, you should do that too.
Oh, God. Hey, Dub F, I know you sent in a voicemail, but my voice is killing me here. I got to wrap it up.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna play your voicemail next week. I apologize. We're just so much babbling. I mean, he's got the new Cincinnati Bengals jersey on, and it just took a lot of time to break that look down. All the stripes, the stitchings, the insignia, the official NFL logo right on the front.
This is real stitching. This isn't like the stick on. This is real stitching here.
That's embroidered.
This is embroidered.
That's
real
right.
sewn on number 9 with a pointy edge. I got new font for the numbers and shit. I mean, this is real sewn on in the back here.
So what type?
It's almost like a glove box gaming jersey, man. I tell you what.
Yeah.
How many times you wear that before you wash it?
This is the first time I've worn it.
I understand that, but how many times will you wear that before you wash it? Like,
it doesn't shrink. You can wash it every time. It doesn't shrink.
I don't know. I've had jerseys before where the numbers start cracking, and
No, this isn't one that's going to crack. Like I said, this is a whole separate fabric sewn on here.
Mm-hmm.
It's like plastic.
Yeah, this isn't like the velvet sheen where you iron on the numbers and shit like that. Okay, like this is sewn in. The Bengals is sewn in to the thing. Yeah, it's embroidered. Now these stripes, they're kind of thick too.
So what is
like the number?
Before you throw this in the washer and dryer? Oh, are you looking at the instructions? Are you washing this with other clothes? Like, is there like certain instructions on this? Like, this can only be done like with cold and dry in a certain temperature. Or you just throwing caution to the wind and just like, fuck, that's what's going right in the.
Look at that. There's 2 fucking labels here I gotta pay attention to.
Exactly. Shrink that shit up like a fucking handkerchief by the time you're done with it.
Oh, that won't shrink. It's polyester. It won't shrink. But I usually wash mine and hang them to dry. I don't dry them.
You got a dryer rack in that basement of yours, Matt? Or you put?
Yes, I do. I do have a dryer rack to put sweaters and shit on.
Or do you put this outside and maybe a seagull fucking drops some fuck? Do you have seagulls in fucking? That's a good question. Do you have seagulls? You don't have any fucking seagulls there, do you?
We don't have seagulls in Ohio, dude.
No, you don't? Wow, we do.
No, there's no seagulls here.
You got pigeons?
I don't know. Yeah, we got pigeons. Oh, yeah, we got pigeons all over the goddamn place. I don't know. I gotta look at this tonight now when I take this off and see what it says. There's all types of symbols and shit.
Now, when you take it off, you wave it over your head like this. Woo, baby.
Oh, yeah, Barb's in bed, so yeah, I would do that tonight. Say, ooh, Burrow.
Burrow's coming to Burrow. Oh, boy.
Yeah. Oh, golly.
All right, so Dub F, I'll hold your voicemail till next week. I think it was about summertime and charcoal and good weather. So that's going to be very apropos for next week because it's supposed to be in the 80s here. I'm going right from turning the heat off to putting central air on. For a while there, it was getting still like 40s at night, so you'd have to put the heat on for some people in here. But this week we're hitting 84, 86. At a perfect time too, because I'm having the HVAC guy come on Tuesday to service the systems.
I just got a new AC unit, right? Mm-hmm. And my wife was texting me earlier. It's freezing in here. I'm like, turn the heat on, I guess. I don't know what to tell you.
Or turn it down until set it to the temperature it should come on at, right? If it's so, you got it.
I don't think the problem is. I think it's not cutting off. That's the problem. So
you just always have it running. I think in my house, it's got to be I think in peak summer, if the house gets warmer than 72, it comes on 70 or 72, it kicks in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, got 76 the other day in the house. I didn't want to turn on central air, though, until they serviced the systems.
Yeah.
Yours runs all year. That thing runs outside all year round, Matt, that fan?
No, the heat pump doesn't run all year. My internal fan runs all the time. It's all currently blowing fresh air through the house, but the heat pump, no. When it's cold, it runs. When it gets hot, it flips around and does the other thing. So,
in your unit outside there, got replaced last year, right? The fan or whatever. Was that 2 summers ago or last summer?
Last 2 summers ago, I had issues with it. I had to get some work done on it. It'd be not too long here. I'll have to get a whole new thing.
Yeah, I think those are even in shortage.
Yeah, welcome to my world. Took me 2 weeks to get mine because they had to. You're right, it was short. They couldn't get it in.
That's what she said.
Hate that problem. All right, let's wrap her up here. Eric, you got to get back to the JOB. Any shout-outs, plugs, comments, questions, concerns?
No, shout out Jeremy and Al and who else was in there? They were playing that new VR game, Demio. It's basically a Dungeons and Dragons game. I was working, I couldn't get on it, but I know they said they had a good time on it. So shout out those guys, man. Shout out everybody in chat. And shout out Mike and Matt for doing this again, man. It's awesome. Right. That's it.
Matthew?
Yeah, everyone in chat, thank you guys for showing up. It was always fun interacting with our listeners and that. Sorry, Fred, we didn't get your voicemail this week, but, it happens. We went long this time instead of you.
I'll start playing him in the intro. I gotta make a mental note.
There you go. Mike, Eric, always awesome. Talk to you guys every week. Very fun. Lots of fun. And like Eric, last night I watched Jeremy play a little bit of that Demio game, whatever. Looked pretty cool. Too bad it's VR only, because that seems like it'd be a fun game to play for a game night or something like that. It's like a board game RPG type of thing.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, it does look pretty cool. So, yeah. Thanks, everyone, for checking us out.
Yes, sir. And let's give a belated birthday shout-out to Glovebox.
Yeah, man. Yes, sir.
And don't forget, Bad Fodder Figures is a subsidiary of Glovebox Gaming. How old would you say? 52? 53?
52, man. 52.
52. You're hitting the middle linebacker numbers. Although, now they're letting anybody wear any number they want, which I think is so dumb. See that?
Yeah.
The quarterbacks are complaining because they said it's going to be now tougher to the reads and call out, who's who. And some guy in the Patriots is switching from 52 to number 8.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Is this to be more fan-friendly and to acquiesce to the players, giving them an extra year or whatever? I mean, an extra game? Is this like a conciliary? What's the word? Just sort of like meeting in the middle, right? Like give them a little something so that they don't complain about having an extra game this year. I don't know.
Whatever. You make millions of dollars. Shut up.
Not all. My wife says the same thing, and I say I don't think a lot of the guys in the NFL make millions.
Well, they're making more than the average person, so
for sure. But their career.
I think they should be lucky and blessed if they're on the football team playing in that level of professional. You know what I mean?
For sure. I think a lot of you got to keep in mind, though, a lot of those football guys, their career is like 2.5, 3, 4 years, and they come out with all sorts of injuries if their career ends that early, and they got to pay for a lot of that health care on their own. They don't take care of them as well. So, yes, the guys who can sustain and make a huge career, make good money, a lot of those guys, the rest of those guys, not so much. Anyways, we're going to wrap it up here. 163, Eric. I find a coincidence. Last week it was your son's birthday. This week is your birthday. Something is in the air. What's 9 months before May?
I don't know.
October?
Yeah, around that. Yeah.
Frisky fall.
I guess
the Frisky Nights.
Yes, sir. That's where we get it in. I guess.
Remember, my birthday's first.
October 1st. I always feel like Matt-tober just comes and goes. It's just one day.
Matt-tober.
See, Mike-tober, you build up 24 days, and then boom, on the 25th, it's a big celebration.
Yes, sir.
No.
No, not so much. No. All right. We'll talk to you all later.
No. Yes.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
All right. We'll talk to you all next week. See you later.
Later, all.